Hello, this is Patricia Brooks, and this is Courage Concept number 20. Your fountain of youth is closer than you think. Trust your inner guide and follow your true desires. Recently, I was asked to write a piece for an upcoming book called The ABCs of Living. And the letter that I got was the letter Y, and the word I got was youthfulness. And so earlier this week, I wrote that piece because it was due in just a couple of days. And it was quite ironic because the day after I wrote this piece on youthfulness, I found myself on a mountain hike to a natural sulfur spring where me and some friends were going to bathe and relax. And I hadn't really put two and two together that I was going on this journey to this fountain of youth, so to say. But that's what it felt like. My whole journey here, my whole trek here to France, to live in France, has been a search for something. I was having a midlife crisis. I wasn't sure what would fix it, but I had this intuitive hit that I needed to be in France. And so I followed this desire. And what being here almost 2 whole years has taught me is to be more curious, more playful. It is allowed me to return to my childlike innocence and adventurous nature. And in so doing, I'm seeing life through fresh eyes. And I'm more creative. I'm happier. I feel like I am fulfilling more of my potential. But so many of us find ourselves going through the motions in life. We find ourselves in a rut. And Ellen Glasgow, the famous writer, said that the only difference between a rut and a grave are the dimensions. And when I was working my corporate job, I kind of felt like that. I was just going through the motions and was wondering, is this all there is to life? And I decided that I was going to do some things differently, not necessarily at my job, but outside of work, so that I could infuse some joy in my life. And so I started taking creative writing classes. I took up karate. And these things helped me to see things through a different lens, which is what moving to France has done for me. And even my hike to that natural spring did for me, which gets to today's courage concept. Your fountain of youth is closer than you think. Trust your inner guide and follow your true desires. This concept goes to the catalyst for cultivating courage, that is building self-confidence, because it takes courage and confidence in yourself and what you feel like you want to actually take steps and follow it. But when you do, you unlock the playfulness, the adventurousness, the joy that we all felt as young children. So in order for you to begin to build this muscle, to increase your confidence in your inner guide, I have a few questions that would help you to figure this out and get you out of a routine that might not be satisfying you anymore. So the first question is, I would like for you to write down one thing that you find yourself doing over and over again in a routine fashion, and that is creating a boredom for you, or disappointment, or dread even. Question number 2 is this routine or habit something that you can change completely, or is it something that's required, that you have to do? And just write down yes or no. Question number 3 is whether or not it's something that you can change completely or something that you feel like you have to continue doing. I'd like for you to write down all the ways that you could change up this habit or routine that would add a little spice to it. add a little variety to it so that it would be something that you could look forward to more. And then finally, question number 4, I'd like for you to circle 1 or 2 or maybe even more of the options that you wrote down for number 3 that would help you to add some joy to this activity that you're doing. And if possible, if it is something that you can change completely and you have the desire to do so, I would like for you to pick one way or more than one way that you're going to commit to changing it up so that you can start to see things in a new way, tap into that playful essence, and become more childlike in your nature. Your fountain of youth is closer than you think. Trust your inner guide and follow your true desires. That is Courage Concept number 20. And I will see you again next week for another one. Bye for now.